Cool. So non-title. Is it definitely a non-title match?
I believe so.
So
Everywhere I look says it's non-title. So.
Honestly, Daniel Bryan and Rowan, I could flip a coin, but I just can't be bothered, so I'm just going to pick them two.
With the way that Rowan decimated the Usos, I'm going to say it's D. Bryan Rowan.
Bryan.
D. Bryan Owen. D. Bryan Owen. Yeah, why not?
I'm pretty sure that the Usos are going to use some Usi Hot and we're going to get
Rub it on
the
Rowan's
Usos
eyes.
to win. So I'm going to have the Usos to win. Shout out to Dash Wilder as well for his tweet, because that was fucking gold. Absolute gold.
It was fire was what it was. Great balls of fire.
I am also going to go for the Usos. Leading into the Usi Hot, I think the Revival might cost them the match in a way that they'll attack them and get DQ'd. I don't think there'll be a clean finish to this match.
Why is this match happening?
Because
they're
wrestling.
on different brands.
No, they're not. Wild card.
Wild card.
Cool.
Wild card shouldn't. Oh.
Don't even start me on it. Move on. Big Dog versus Shane's bitch. I actually read that exactly.
Get it? Do you get it? Because bitch is a dog.
Yeah.
I'm hilarious.
I mean, I got it. But it
it's
loses it when you explain
You get it? Yeah, but Matt, did you get it? Did you laugh at my joke, Matt? Matt, you're not laughing.
Oh, it's Roman Reigns.
I went for Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I'm going Roman Reigns.
He's also in a match with Elias, by the way. If you didn't
Walk
quite-
the
I'm going
dog.
for Roman Reigns. I've put a lengthy note on why I've gone for Roman Reigns.
Is it needed?
It's the big dog. That's what I've said.
Fair facts. Fair facts, mate. Well done.
I told you it was a big note. Get it, Matt? Because it's big dog.
Big dog, big note. Yeah.
Stop trying to please each other with your joke. No one's
Yeah, Jack, please me. Please
Best
me.
in the World
Please me.
Take Two
Please me. Please
Steel
me.
Cage. That's a very weird title. Give
me pleasure, Jack. I'm fully erect now for some reason.
Sorry. Who's having a fucking disease when the measles cannot win this match?
Jack, right, this is turning into a shit show now. Can we get some more?
What have you said my name? What have I done? I'm sat here quietly.
Jack, you haven't filled in your Roman Range. There we go. Smoothman, go.
Best in the World versus The Miz. It's got to be The Miz to get his thingy back. His revenge. That's the word.
It's thingy back.
Yeah, revenge.
No, I personally think the Mumps is going to win.
Oh, okay. I've gone with The Miz, and big old George Mizanian's going to interfere, and it's going to mean that Mr.
He
Miz
can't.
wins.
He's got a broken rib. He can't. Shane legit broke his rib.
Doesn't matter.
I'm going to go with Shane McMahon. We're going to get a coast-to-coast from the top of the cage, and Shane McMahon is going to win.
And he's going to die in the process.
He's going to win. There's no way he's going to move, let alone win. I've gone for The Miz because I did write something down.
But you have to keep Shane strong because he's going to fight Roman Reigns either in Saudi Arabia or whatever the next pay-per-view is.
I'm gonna bury
I writ down. Give The Miz his win back after Mania. Please be the end of this feud. Please.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It gives Miz the win. Miz gets the win. It kills the feud off completely. Hopefully.
Indeed. Cruiserweight Championship. Is this definitely going to be on the normal show?
Apparently.
Wow. Tony Nese versus Ayari Daivari. I'm going to go with Tony Nese because I saw a clip from 205 Live, even though I don't watch it, where Daivari held the title in his hand. Therefore, he's not winning it.
He's not winging it.
Not winging it, yes.
Tony Nese is chiseled out of granite.
I've never heard of Ioe Daivari, so I'm going for Tony Nese.
That was the best pronunciation of his name, I think. You've got that spot on, man. I'm on it.
Smashing.
I've gone for Tony Nese. Needs his first pay-per-view title defense, and even though Daivari's undefeated, like Smoothman, he decided to Confirm he's losing by touching the title. What an idiot.
Indeed. US Championship, Samoa Joseph versus Rey Mysterio. It's got to be Samoa Joe. I'm sorry. If you take the belt off that man, there's something wrong.
But there's not. This is one of the matches that I can't predict.
I'm just going Samoa Joe.
Because what Matt's put is right.
Yeah,
Dominic
exactly.
is such an interesting dynamic in
Yes.
this. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I fully agree with you. He is the dynamic. Dominic is the confusing element in this whole story because it was just a standard 1v1 Joe fucking kill him. I genuinely think Dominic's going to turn on Ray and Joe's going to win the title or Joe's going to retain by fucking up his dad.
Is this because Samoa Joe is actually his real dad? Or something?
And then therefore we finally get to define who the full custody of Dominic, and it resides with Joe.
I'm over 18. I'm my own man.
I'll
Right,
go
so-
Joe.
Are you pair going Joe Smoothman? You going to Joe as well?
Yeah.
Carl Sweeten.
I'm going for Rey Mysterio because I think they're going to have Rey do some form of sneaky win. He's going to win the title and he'll celebrate with Dominic for now. And then at some point, Dominic is going to either Joe's going to murder Dominic or Dominic is turning on Rey, and that's going to cause something that gets Joe his title back. I think they're having Ray have it for a while.
Dominic is going to eat Ray for fucking breakfast. The size of the cunt. You see how big he is?
You can't be Ray, son. You're tall.
It's mad. He's what, 6'8" or something? Oh, 6 foot. Right, a bit hard. 6'2".
He's
And
6'2",
Ray's
I
like
think.
5'1" or something.
5'7".
Whatever. Small man.
5'1", 5'7", it's all the same height.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. The Dominic dynamic is messing with my head and I love it. So I'm just going to go for a Joe retention.
Nice.
Sick. Championship, Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. I'm sorry, Lacey Evans ain't winning it. It's Becky Lynch. I don't think it's time to give Lacey Evans a title. Please, thanks.
Oh, yeah, it's me, isn't it?
Thanks a bet.
Right, if it's in this order, it depends on what the order is.
From this point, I've made the order up myself on
Fucking
my notes.
excellent.
So if one thing goes wrong, it fucks me up completely.
Yeah, I've gone Becky to win this match and Lacey Evans to fuck up Becky in the next one to Charlotte win the SmackDown title. So,
Spoiler alerts for next prediction.
fuck it. To me, as much as I'm enjoying Lacey, sort of, possibly, I'm not giving up on Lacey is what I'm trying to get at. Having Lacey win the title against Becky this early is foolish to me. But having her as a foil to Becky so Charlotte wins is more reasonable to me. And Becky can't have Becky two belts. It needs to no longer be a thing. There we go. Matt,
I'm going to go controversial.
Have you ever gone controversial before, Matt? I don't.
your entire card is your entire prediction is controversial so far.
I'm really not liking the fact that I'm doing this. I'm going Lacey Evans.
Come on,
I
bro.
think that whilst I don't want this to happen, I don't think she should be the one that wins. I think Vince McMahon is enough of a torturous prick that he doesn't see the women as part of the wild card rule, and he wants to torture us more by just having us constantly watch Becky versus Charlotte. So I think Becky will end up on SmackDown, and I think the best way for this to happen is to have her lose the Raw Tag Team title.
Tag team title.
Yeah,
Mental.
Women's Tag Team Wrestling Raw SmackDown title.
All the titles. I've gone for Becky. I'll explain why in the next one.
No.
SmackDown Women's Championship, Becky versus Charlotte. I'm going to go with Charlotte. Get the belt and Charlotte away from Becky, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
To go completely against what I just said, I'll go for Becky. I think something interesting is going to happen later on down the card.
Going totally what I've predicted in the previous match, I'm going for Charlotte Flair.
Wow, both titles off Becky then. Fuck.
He did say it was controversial.
I'll explain why when we get to the Women's Money in the Bank
Yep,
match.
same here.
I've also gone for Becky Lynch.
I think Jack and I may be having the same idea here.
I put on my notes. I literally said it like I would say it. Like, right, Becky is going to win twice to make everyone happy, only for the women's Money in the Bank person to cash in on this match.
Yeah, same. That's what I think it's going to be. Smoothman.
So therefore, the woman has to be from SmackDown.
That if the well, maybe
Doesn't have to be.
don't know. Rules change all the time, but the women's Money in the Bank match has to be before this match. Otherwise, I'm fucked.
True.
True.
Universal Championship: Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. Please don't hot pocket this thing
Hot packet.
when it's just been taken off Brock.
See, so you're going with Seth, then I take it. Okay, see, this is harder to call than I think it is. Logically, it should be Seth. But then at the same time, you're thinking, AJ's really good, and WWE love AJ a lot. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put the main event, otherwise they wouldn't have put the SmackDown title on him for so long. And this should be a really good match. I'm surprised they've shot their load and done this so early. But at the same time...
It's the perfect SummerSlam main event.
Yeah, I fully agree.
They obviously need the people to watch, don't they?
Yeah. No, I think Seth needs to win this one. At least get, makes him look bigger to start with. That sounds creepy.
I'm pretty sure this will still be the SummerSlam main event, but I don't like Seth as champion. Vince McMahon absolutely loves AJ Styles. I'm going for a Styles win. I'm not saying he's definitely coming out with the title. I think he's winning the match by some means.
Okay.
I've gone for Seth. A bit like what Smoothman said, I don't want it hot-shotted around. And Seth, to make him seem like a proper champion, he needs to win his first defense and to beat AJ Styles. The one thing I'm really worried about is this is just going to turn into like a AJ Nakamura feud, and something's going to determine this feud, whether it be a low blow or what.
The difference is that Seth is a much better wrestler than Nakamura. And the two of them together will put on a wrestling clinic. So
You'd
I
hope.
don't necessarily... No. This will shit all over
You'd
AJ
hope they
next.
give chance to do that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. If they've got a long enough...
They can put on the clinic. It's whether they're given the chance.
I'm sure they will. Sure they will.
WWE Championship: Kofi versus Kevin Owens.
Once again, I fucking don't know.
I
got a
don't.
Clue. There's no Big
Don't
E.
know.
The whole New Day and Kofi dynamic dies without Big E being in it. Because otherwise, you got 2/3 of the New Day.
Do you know what? Someone pass me a coin.
You can't do a coin. That's Chris's thing.
That's my thing.
Fine then. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors doesn't work against yourself.
I'm going to go with what I was thinking for ages when Kevin Owens
That usually helps, mate. Yeah.
was involved with this. I'm just going to say Kevin Owens because why not?
See, I agree. I'd like Kevin Owens to be champion, but it's too early to take the title off Kofi, I think. I think they'll do it at
I
SummerSlam.
think they'll take it off. That's what I thought, but I think they'll take it off him now.
But what, you think they're going to blame him on the declining ratings or some shit?
Yeah, potentially.
Hope they don't.
And the fact I don't think he's getting as hot anymore.
No.
He can't. He can't when he's not got Big E. Or I think that's why they've taken Xavier Woods kind of off TV as well. Because without Big E, like Chris said, the New Day isn't really a thing.
No. He's
So
the soul
they'd
of
rather
that
try and get
fucking-
Kofi over on his own rather than having Xavier Woods there.
Would-
Because they need Big E there.
So by that logic, it needs to stay on Kofi for now until we get to until we get to one of the 15 fucking pay-per-views we got until SummerSlam happens, when they can take the title off him there. They need a bit of time to be sure that Kofi, whether they're fully behind Kofi or not. And I think Kofi retaining for now makes sense, and then later on down the line, Kevin Owens wins it or whatever. Or a wild card from Raw wins it. Fucking cunts.
That probably will happen. It's WWE.
So I will explain my reasons later on, but Kevin Owens is winning this match.
Oh, I think you've gone what I was thinking about going, but I think I went against it in the end. I've gone for Kofi. My notes, very intensive notes on this one. I don't know. I really don't know. I can see both men winning. Honestly, don't know.
You're a man with words, aren't you?
I am.
You really are a man with words. Women's Money in the Bank. So we can choose from Nikki Cross, Dana Brooke, Natalya, Naomi, Bailey, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, Carmella.
Mandy.
You can also choose people who aren't in that match if you think that they're going to be in the match.
Yes.
Tamina comes back in crutches.
Tamina comes back with second piece of merch.
Tamina in the bank. Let's go.
Now that Nikki Cross is in the
That's a
match,
hot title for you, Chris. Right there. Write that down. Tamina in the bank.
I'm pretty sure Tamina's not in anybody's bank.
Oh, for some reason.
Oh, Matthew.
Matthew. Spoofman, quickly
Naughty,
say who.
naughty.
Movement's going for Tamina. Because Tamina in the bank. Merch coming soon.
When Nikki Cross was announced, I kind of was like, ooh, but it's not going to happen. Ooh. So my people who I thought of here, Bailey, because they're going to try and give her a push again. Mandy, because she will get every time.
Mandy.
Mrs. Rose, because I can't do it. Stop it. Because why not? Because she's blonde and Vince McMahon. Or Ember Moon.
Moo.
Ember Moon.
So I'm gonna go out there and I'm actually gonna go for Mandy Rose.
Oh, controversial.
Ember Moon.
I've gone Bailey because it all sets up what I think is going to happen, because I think the Women's Money in the Bank is going to be one of the first two matches on the card, and then later on down the card there's going to be Charlotte versus Becky, and Bailey's going to come in because I'm talking really fast here. Basically, because there's been a Becky, Charlotte, Bailey dynamic already on SmackDown, I think Bailey's winning Money in the Bank and she's going to cash in that night and take the title.
They did that last year.
Yeah, but that's Bliss. Who gets
They
to
can
fuck
do
about
it
that.
again.
And they'll do it again.
Okay. I have taken this entire card with a pinch of salt because WWE couldn't give a fuck about anything at the moment. Nobody knows what they're doing. No, I'm pretty sure that right now...
You've definitely gone with Tamina.
Vince hasn't got a fucking
Tamina
clue
in the
what's
bank, I'm
happening
telling you.
for any of the matches this weekend. It's just going to be a complete shit show. He's going to call it on the fly, and he's realised that he's taken the belts, both belts, off Becky Lynch, and he's going to shit himself, and he's going, I know how I'm going to remain thrusting Becky Lynch down everybody's throat. Natalya, you shit in the ring, get out. Becky Lynch is winning. Becky Lynch wins the Money in the Bank contract and she can stay on both shows despite having no titles.
Now that is a bold strategy. Cotton.
Let's see if it pays off. Right. I'm scared to press enter.
Naomi. Just press enter. Do it. Mandy.
I've gone for Mandy Rose. Mandy.
Okay.
So, I've fantasy booked this to shit. I said, obviously, cashing in on Becky after the match with Charlotte to really piss off the crowds after having the big, yeah, Becky's fucking awesome. Only for Sonya to attack her afterwards. And that is your SmackDown Live main title feud for the next couple of months, taking Becky and Charlotte away from the title picture for a little bit, putting Becky on Raw away from Charlotte, and having two new wrestlers in the main event scene of SmackDown.
I'd love that. That sounds like a really good idea. Not going to fucking happen, though, but I really like the idea.
It's going to happen.
Right then.
Plus, Mandy's blonde.
Mandy. Blonde Mandy.
Men's Money in the Bank. Sami Zayn,
I can see every
Ricochet,
single person winning it.
Except for Finn,
Baron
because he's got the
Corbin,
IC title.
Drew
I could see
McIntyre-
Finn winning it. I don't know why I could see Finn winning it.
Drew McIntyre, Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade, and Randy Orton.
Randy.
Oh my god! Oh, that needs to happen at the weekend.
Someone now who has WWE, the latest version of WWE game, make Randy Orton come out to Mandy's entrance. Perfect. Jack has won today's fucking... Mandy Orton. There we go. That is the name of today's podcast.
Whoa.
This is when we need the bloody mixed match challenge.
Exactly.
back.
Randy and Mandy. Or Randy Mandy. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
That's not a good name. I have 2 picks.
You can't.
Yeah, that's not how these things work, Smoothman, unfortunately.
Is this like one of your lists again?
We're going to do a top 10, but I've got 15 picks.
We got 5 from the
in
old
3
days and
groups of
12
5.
from last week. Ladies and gentlemen, the shit show has returned. The Smoothman, your pick for men's Money in the Bank, go.
So I've got 2
If
people
it's
in
not
mind.
Tamina, I'm going to be upset.
It's not Tamina.
Tamina in the bank.
It's either
Ziggles?
Drew Mackin Ziggles, mate. If he
Drew McInziggles.
He just can't get... He just loves Dolph Ziggler, mate.
I love him.
Proper show off.
It's either Drew McIntyre for me or Andrade. I'd love Andrade to have it, but I think at the moment because of him going on intensive English course and needing to do promos while holding the Money in the Bank, I don't think they'll give it to him.
He doesn't need to do promos.
I know he doesn't need to do
Reason why he's
promos,
got
but the only
Vega
reason
there.
why it's all come out. It's all come out, hasn't it? That he needs to go on an intensive language course because Vince McMahon's gone crazy and loopy and said, "You need to go and learn English, damn it."
There's a lot of heels.
Obviously,
in this
someone
Money in the Bank.
translated it for him. Apparently, I don't know. But I've gone with Drew McIntyre because a heel needs to hold the men's
Man's
briefcase.
briefcase, man.
Because heel work is much better for the Money in the Bank, I think. And Drew McIntyre having it, he could legit turn up any night and cash it in and
That's
kill
usually
someone.
what happens with Money in the Bank.
That is correct. There's 5 heels in this match. That's a lot of heels. Let's run through them. Sami Zayn, I don't think he's over enough with the upper echelons of the company. Ricochet.
Oh, have you seen that? Apparently, Sami Zayn's promos
Yes.
is Vince McMahon.
Yeah, all of his
Like,
Vince
that's
doing
what that's everything of what he thinks of the fans, and he's just portraying it through Sami Zayn, which I thought was really interesting.
them. Quite like that.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Vince hates us all.
Yes. He's just getting
We all hate
frustrated,
him.
clearly.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Ricochet, I'd love it, but it's too soon for him. Corbin, I'm
Not again, please.
I can see it happening.
I really could as well. Drew, again, could see it happening. Ali, I think it's a little too early for him. Finn's the IC champion. Andrade is loved by backstage, but not by Vince. And Mandy Orton. I mean, it's just...
Randy.
honestly, for me, it's a toss-up between Corbin and Orton.
Flip a coin!
No, fuck it. I'm gonna go Corbin, and it's risky, but bear in mind he's the top heel now on Raw, and you got him and Drew who work together at the moment.
Okay, so there are 3 people in this match that don't have a flying chance: Ricochet, Finn Balor, and Randy Orton. None of them need it at any of this time. I don't think that any of them will be winning it. I have booked this card with this match before the WWE Championship match. And what you're going to have is Sami Zayn wins the Money in the Bank.
Samantha
Because-
Zayn.
This is what I was going to go with,
Oh,
and then at the last minute I backed out.
So what's going to look like is Drew McIntyre is going to look like he's about to get it. Braun Strowman's going to come in, knock him off the ladder because of what happened on Raw. Then Sami Zayn's going to scuttle up the other side of the ladder whilst Braun is brawling and all this is happening. He gets the Money in the Bank. Then Kevin Owens beats Kofi, and Sami Zayn runs down to the ring because they got back together on Tuesday. Remember, they were there and they were friends. And Sami Zayn's going to come out. Oh, let's celebrate our win together. And then he's going to whack Kevin Owens in the face with the briefcase, hand it over to the ring announcer, pin Kevin Owens for the 1, 2, 3, and Sami Zayn.
The ref's going to be there, like,
with
what's going on?
The WWE title.
That is juicy as fuck, and I love
There'll
it.
be at least 5 minutes of the referee saying to Sami Zayn, "Are you sure you want
Are
to
you
do
sure
this?
you're ready? Now,
Are you sure you want to do this?"
I have
And
one
the-
drawback.
I've not seen this briefcase before. I don't know
I
what
have
this briefcase is.
one very mild sort of drawback to that. That requires thought. And at the moment, there hasn't been very much thought coming from WWE.
I am pretty sure I'm coming bottom of the predictions. I regret half of my ones earlier in the card. I like this one. I don't know. I don't think it'll happen.
Have you booked this whilst
like
we've been sitting here?
Yeah,
Brilliant. I love that.
I was going to go for last night I writ the exact same things down. I was going to go for KO to win. I'm going to go for Sami Zayn, but I've changed my mind. This morning I changed my mind. So, Sami Zayn, like I just said. Ricochet, if they want to build a star, stick it on Ricochet. Baron Corbin, top heel. Drew McIntyre, he's a heel. Perfect for the briefcase. Ali, there's been a lot more coming out recently about the whole thing with Kofi taking his spot, if you will, due to the injury.
He's got a chronicle out on Saturday, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
And all about his injury and whatnot. So I was like, he's up there. He's a dark horse, I would say. Finn Balor, IC champion. If they want to wow everyone and make him a double champion, then go for it. Andrade, once again, if they want to make a star and they want a Latino guy there, he's the perfect man for you.
But you need to give him time to become a star.
That is true. And
There's just from New Zealand called Jay White.
Randy Orton, because it's Randy Orton. But throughout all that, I've taken the SmackDown ones out because I went for SmackDown in the women's Money in the Bank, and I always like how you need to have the two briefcases on different brands. But then I was like, I reckon Mandy Rose is going to cash in on the night, so it shouldn't really matter. But I've gone for Drew McIntyre because his character perfectly suits that Money in the Bank briefcase. And I said, Drew seems the perfect character to stalk Steph and make him go crazy before cashing it in.